reading through the novel, right? We're talking about the writing, right? We're talking about the nature of reality, right? This condition is hitting a fever pitch with both of us, right? That there's this palpable evil hovering over me because, right, he doesn't want me to live, right? He didn't do any of this, right, for us to hover over each other in this way for the last 20 years of his life, right? That now he's reckoning with my strength in a palpable way, and all he can do is be evil, right? So, I'll pick up where I left off. Right? The father-in-law is bullshit. The daughter is bullshit. It's all bullshit, right? So, building a coven. I look forward to singing Kathy's song to Elizabeth. She tells me, call me Lisa. And I say, maybe I'll call you Elizabeth because I'm your husband. I am nervous, unsure of my every breath. Taking, hopefully, our last 30-minute break at Texarkana, I ruminate on our conversations. Myself and my spiritual family. The bus departs. This nice black hillbilly motherfucker asked me, what kind of work you do? I told him, I'm an actor now, but I've done everything. Why do you ask? He got excited and asked me if I was in the union. And I said, no, I haven't had to join. He talked about his credits ecstatically, however meager. He's shy. But we share that love of show business, of chasing the dream. Lisa proceeds to exclaim, it's so fucking cool you told him you're an actor. I'm your leading lady and your primary. To which Willow decried, we're both primaries. You can't have all of them. And when I went inside and bought a soda and a honey bun, Lisa said, he's a soda jerk. To which Annabella corrected with, he's a sugar jerk. He's so sweet he gobbles it up and transmutes it into love. She, Annabella, also chides Willow, who laments her vacuous absentia where foresight should reside. She tells her that I saw, and it's totally true, Willow and our marriage as being even better than if I had done everything right at Tribeca. Because it's true, she is beautiful. Not in any way more beautiful than Lisa or Hazel, but a fox nonetheless. And perhaps she could have worn me down. Perhaps not. I have my own ivory tower. All she had to do was relax and see the future like I did. And now she tells me how upset she is. Everyone around me doom scrolls. And I'm perturbed by a piece of slice stuck in one of my fucked up teeth. It is as obnoxious as Willow's treatment of me. Something necessary, being food, love, if pointless in lingering to cause pain, malevolence. And Willow, in her frustration, assures me that I'll see that she isn't pointless, that she's the primary, though now the title is tenuous, to which Lisa says, yes, I'm going to steal him from you. And Willow replies, no, you're not. And Clay says, gosh, Ethan, don't worry. I continue thinking of the food stuck in my fucked up tooth. Consider the metaphor, and I worry. Clay says not to worry, that it's obvious they are both totally in love with me. Q says, it's obvious to everyone except Willow. You could have 100 more if you wanted. But if there's only one more, maybe that's better. No, maybe, it's better. I'd rather not dilute the fountainhead in the spirit of too much of a good thing. I love too much, and however many there are equals however many opportunities for heartache and betrayal. 3, the Holy Trinity, is a lot, and you always expected 0. What's the difference dividing 0 and 1? Eternity? 3 divine goddess eternities who all need me to need them. And I want to love them all madly. Alistair tells me not to overthink it, that I see too far. I tell him, I'm trying not to overthink it, which is true, though difficult. I could keep writing, and I will, to be sure, but I'll try to read on the Canterbury Tales. Read a couple lines about the bronze horse and the squire's tale before looking out the window and recognizing for the second time now the desert vistas of the west are miles away. Farmland, green grass, forests dominate the landscape beneath the robin's egg blue sky with an even depth of distribution of the clouds. Cirrus with cumulonimbus stacked chaotically. These are the scenes of my youth, adolescent, and young adult life. However, now I am only passing through. My father in New York and my leading lady beckon me north from here. And though devoid of resources, I know what I am doing, being still and listening. Thereby am I not devoid of hope. However dangerous that precipice is, or rather, the drop out of hope into the present. So often our expectations exceed reality, but not this time, I am assured. 12:10, 25 minutes now, from 12:11 to the last perfect minute of the day, and 4 hours until arrival in Memphis. I considered taking kratom, but opted to finish the subutex Glint gave me. Better to not drag it out, do the drugs, enjoy the buzz, never hoard or let it hover over my psyche. This is abuse. I abuse kratom, which is bad enough, if absolvable by being organic, like weed or raw opium. But today, I'll use Subutex and ruminate on the differences and the feeling neurologically I have not had for at least 7 years now. To which Clay says, "Wow, he really is clean." To which I said, "I told you I was." To which he says, I know. As I snorted the drugs in the bathroom, I ruminated on all of it. And Alistair pleaded again that I see too far, and not to overthink it. I'm trying. Alistair mentioned earlier that he knows I am excited. And it's true, I am. Which Clay assures me that it's all real, and he laments that I worry. They are also interested in sadistic psychic warfare. Q tells me they're all moved by my devotion and strength, and Clay assures me, no more suffering. And Alistair cries and begs me to forgive him and call him father. That it's just a couple months, and that I'll be back better than ever. That I have these months with Lisa on the stage, then we unite for the first time for the movie. Then we all come east for New Year's Eve, and then the premiere. Annabella tells me how beautiful it is as I sob, and I agree. It does not get any more excellent or epic. Period. I mean, missed period. I mean, what a fucking horse slut bitch. 4 minutes to perfection. I received a call from a restricted number which I answered, hoping any member of my coven had a shred of bravery. I answered the call and waited silent with the phone to my ear until a woman said hello inquisitively, and I became excited. Though she discussed wait times, and that she would be somewhere in an hour, and I knew then she wasn't mine. Everything's good, Clay tells me. The season is changing, and as the minute strikes perfect, I pray that is true. That it is all true. That Alistair sees my strengths now, not my weaknesses, and really has set up Hamlet, and perhaps the Coven, my Coven, but definitive Hamlet, to give me something to focus on that will make me happy, while this hideous carbuncle settles into permanence. And in a few months, after Hamlet, I'll come back to help Alistair make The Journalist. You're the guy, Alistair says. You've proven it. My soul would never rest if I made this movie or any other movie with anyone else. We're both crying. Maybe we all are. He pleads with me not to be bleak, that I have to just get there, and Clay confirms. In my rhapsody, I wanted to hear from Lisa. She told me she doesn't know what to say. Now she says she does want me there, and that she wants me to be happy and whole, that she needs me to make her feel beautiful, and I'll do everything I can. I'll try to rest, enjoy my high. I'll be outside soon enough, and immediately upon putting the book down, Lisa tells me, I love you so much. I don't know why Willow did all of it. To which Willow replies, I don't know either. Don't worry, Clay says, rest. And so I close the book against the backdrop of a beautiful southeastern full day, sunshine, and the blooming of inherent vice. I saw a womb, a corrupted womb, and then another flip of the bird, and I blasted that hollow bitch with another fucking Cyclops, and will continue to every goddamn time I see a womb, because, by default, I always know it's her, and she can hold court in my mind, reduce me in her witching way, attempt to make me feel powerless, but these tactics always harm everyone, every time. She's as dumb as a guppy, too. I'm the reckoning, Lilith. I will purge your evil with your own tactics. You wanna fuck with me? Why? What's your fucking problem? Why don't you grow the fuck up, eh? It interests you to be a slutty pregnant whore? Are you not capable of seeing to old bones? Or do you desire to be a member of the 27 Club? She has an immeasurable understanding of life, soul, psyche, emotions. She is an infant with ambulation, and a blowed-out cunt hole everyone but me got something from. It really is so pathetically sad how zealously she transgresses. She believes nothing, and 5 years from now, when I've blasted her with psychic rage waves, every time I see her, that thing that I own spiritually to someone else, see her give that thing that I own spiritually to someone else, she'll go mad. Clay assures me not to worry. Willow says there's no way he can see every time. She really is a turbo whore, to which Annabella says, actually, you don't know that. The time difference means nothing through God's eye, to which she replies, he can't have God's eye. And her father replies, he doesn't have it. God has it, but it lives inside his awareness. She gets some perverse joy out of this. She is only happy when I'm flying in my rage. And again, it is vapid, hollow, tedious, evil, and worst of all, a waste of time and pointless. Every time you give it to anyone, you'll think of me, and I'll know. You have no discipline, and even if you had the zen to not think of me constantly, which I know you don't, because you have nothing but loose, beat-up roast beef pussy wings mistaken as lips due to their exorbitant dilation. Whatever the opposite of bubblegum pink is, that's you. And that's a fucking disgusting pedophile phrase, but your mind palace is built with bricks and manure, and therefore stinks to high hell and looks awful, just like you in every way. You could in theory be free of me. However, you have no skill or discipline. You are years away from such understanding. I assume true enlightenment will elude you. This run through. I swear I just heard Elizabeth on someone's feed, mid-doom scroll. They didn't keep it on her video. I know, like she tells me, that I need to focus on her, that she'll be good to me and wants me to be happy. That's a nice thought and feeling. But until I see certainty, have her in my arms, until then, I can't love her like I did Willow, though I'd like to. I want to close my eyes and enjoy these last 2 hours I have in mutilated comfort upon the bus, but have no delight to pass away the time and suffer under Willow's evil. She really is evil and has nothing of value to offer the world. She managed to make a child in malevolence, and therefore her primary God-given gift is mutated and offered to the devil for no reason at all. Pure waste of life, pure maliciousness. In scope, ambition, pure selfishness and desire. There is nothing redeemable about you. And you're right, it's not your fault I decided to love you. It's only your fault both of us will be miserable forever. I was possessed by Willow as I attempted to nap. I saw her kicking all the stuff in my bag, my writing, and making jokes about me looking like shit. She's upset. Lisa tells me she's here for me. Alistair sends me a skull in triplicate a little closer each time until it occupies the full psychic visual field and tells me, Hamlet, focus on Hamlet. I don't understand her at all. And as she plays Bowie, Starman, I pity her and wish to strangle her until she's purple and the blood vessels in her eyes have all burst and she shit herself because I want to strangle her to death. And while it isn't true, it is true, I wanted her to vomit on her liver. And when I focused on it in my mind, I saw her womb and stopped, because if she vomits out of her pussy, they usually call that an abortion. And while I could, I see it clearly, it's easy. Life begins at conception. And so I keep casting my spells and sigils onto these blank pages and am perplexed by it all. The brutalism of it all. The immensity. The striving towards everything venerable. She is as wicked as they come. A pointless bitch with nothing but a hot body. A complete and utter failure. She could have gone to medical school by now. She could be better than all of us by virtue of her station. Instead, she's a nepotism baby. That's all. Her dad's a genius. So now she can live with ease forever and do whatever she wants until any of the multitude of awful predictions, save the nunnery, I've given regarding life's vectors of trajectory occur, and she meets her maker with regret, just like I wrote those months ago. That was, like now, an awful time full of confusion after Tribeca. I let the devil hold sway and lived in my fear and didn't listen to my soul, and now I'm feeling the same.